Hey everybody, this is a clip from the latest episode of the Randi Rhodes Show. If you want the full episode, you can watch live on Free Speech TV, Dish Channel 9415, DirecTV 348, Sling, Roku, and Apple TV.
Mary had a little man.
The fault. We believe that all men are created equal.
To the magnificent mosaic that is America.
From radio beacon to radio beacon. I have a dream. Change has come to America.
Believe me.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
It's a figment of your imagination.
Randi Rhodes Show.
Turn up your
President, whoever that may be, is going to be the person who chooses the next Supreme Court justice.
It is essential to the institution of the Senate and to the very health of our republic not to launch our nation into a partisan, divisive confirmation battle during the very same time the American people are casting ballots to elect our next president.
It's up to the American people in this next election to make the nomination for this important seat on the Supreme Court.
For the last 80 years, the Senate has not confirmed any nominee nominated during an election year, and we should not do so this time either.
We're not going to nominate a Supreme Court justice until the people have spoken.
There's going to be an election, and then the new president will have an opportunity to nominate someone in the Senate to confirm them.
The people deserve to be heard, and they should be allowed to decide through their vote for the next president the type of person that should be on the Supreme Court.
That's the right thing to do, and it's the respect that the American people are owed.
If there's a Republican president in 2016 and a vacancy occurs in the last year of the first term, you can say, Lindsey Graham said, let's let the next president, whoever it might be, make that nomination, and you could use my words against me, and you'd be absolutely right.
I think the next president should make the pick. I would be not in favor of going forward.
Oh! Wow. It's just so dishonorable and disgraceful and disgusting and just dishonest. It's just fraud. It's absolute fraud. It's power for the sake of power. What do they want to use it for? I don't know. Probably to steal, but who the hell knows? But listen, our hearts are with you as we all mourn the most amazing life of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was one of equality's greatest heroes. I mean, she was on the winning side of everything from affirmative action to women's health to gay rights, the death penalty, all these things, right? And that is what Free Speech TV was built for, to advocate for equality, for these truths that we hold self-evident, that all of us are created equal, that we all deserve a chance, even if we're born into circumstances that don't seem like we could achieve the extraordinary. Ruth Bader Ginsburg and people like her make it possible for ordinary people to accomplish extraordinary things by opening doors through well thought out, well reasoned decisions on our Supreme Court. And so that's what free speech is all about. I do ask you that, if you are able to donate today, please. We're trying to keep empowering people to make a difference in our situation right now. So please pick up the phone and call 877-378-8669 if you can. 877-378-8669. If you like to do things online, by all means, visit freespeech.org. freespeech.org. Now, we have a lot of things for you. Obviously, there's all kinds of gifts that we give with various levels of giving. But we've added two today. One is a tote bag that says, Be Notorious, for a $50 donation. And for a $120 donation, we would send you the Ruth Bader Ginsburg book, in my own words, as a something to read, obviously, but also as something to memorialize her life. Okay, so there's that. All right, I need to explain this to you. Okay, this is what I have concluded. I think that Donald Trump, when he figures out the most insulting time, will announce who he thinks is the exact polar opposite of Ruth Bader Ginsburg to desecrate her seat. I believe he will do that. He said, the White House is so chaotic and so disorganized that it 30 minutes apart, Kayleigh Ninney, the little ninny girl, got on the TV and said he will be announcing the replacement, which is impossible, on Tuesday. And 30 minutes later, Donald Trump said, no, I'll do it Friday or Saturday. 30 minutes apart. So, all right, they're going to just figure out what the most insulting time to do it is, and they will pick that time, and they will make an announcement. Now, as you know, we'll be less than 40 days away from an election, no matter what day he picks, okay? Well, we're just so close. And there's a debate coming on September 29th, the very first debate, which is a week from tomorrow. A week from tomorrow is the first debate. All right. So all this is going on. You got 13 senators who know that they're going to lose. Because they can see the same polling that we see. They get it. They see the latest NBC Wall Street Journal poll. They see the Marist poll. We got a lot of polls, okay? And we got polls post Ruth Bader Ginsburg's loss. And it clearly says that almost 70% of the American people want the next president to fill that seat. Almost 70%. So Lisa Murkowski has said she's not going to vote during the election. She will wait till after the election. She prefers to wait till after the election. Obviously, Susan Collins, who gets in hot water every time she does something because she's so non-transparent, opaque, I guess is the word for that. So Susan Collins is in trouble in Maine, and they're on the ballot. Okay, then you've got the situation in Arizona, where Martha McSally, who was appointed last year to fill John McCain's seat, she was appointed. So what you have is a special election in Arizona. The Democratic challenger, astronaut Mark Kelly, who's married to Gabrielle Giffords, the former congresswoman who was shot in the head at a grocery store. Mark Kelly is ahead in his election. And if Mark Kelly wins, he actually gets seated 6 weeks before January 20th. He gets seated on the 30th of November. As soon as Arizona's canvassing is completed and certified, Mark Kelly becomes a senator and is seated. He's sworn in and seated. So that leaves them with only a 2-seat majority, with Pence, having to break a tie. And if you lose Murkowski and Collins and Mark Kelly, all we need is one more. And so everybody's looking at, like, what's Mitt Romney going to do? What's Mitt Romney going to do? And also Cory Gardner of Colorado. Why? Because Cory Gardner is losing his reelection to Hickenlooper. 51 for Hickenlooper, 46 for Gardner. These people aren't going to vote to confirm a Supreme, and they are going to go to Mitch McConnell, and they're going to tell Mitch McConnell they don't want this coming up on the Senate floor before the election is certified, before people vote and it's completed and they know whether they won or lost. That's what they're going to tell them. And that they can't have, Mitch McConnell can't have their vote. That's their leverage. So what they're doing now is they're injecting into the bloodstream of American voters the Supreme Court issue, which I welcome. I'm all for it. I think it makes Democrats very active in this election. Very active. Why? Because we were cheated out of Merrick Garland. Okay, Gorsuch is who we ended up with for Scalia's seat, and now we have Kavanaugh, who there was such an outcry for his confirmation, and it was so divided. It was so, I mean, I think Ruth Bader Ginsburg got her seat with 93 votes or 95 votes, some crazy amount. So now, people are activated about the Supreme Court. The reason why they want to inject it into this election right now is it's the only shot they got with undecideds. So how many undecideds are there? About 10% of America is undecided. The polling that just came out shows that 90% of America knows who they're voting for. And of that 90% that knows who they're voting for, Biden is way, way ahead. Like 9-10 points, which is much more than Hillary Clinton was ahead, and much more consistent than Hillary Clinton was in the lead up to 2016. Biden has stayed about the same throughout. People just want to get rid of Donald Trump. So these 10% who are undecided seem to be breaking for Democrats if you make the Supreme Court an issue. Mitch McConnell wants to make it an issue. I say let's make it an issue. He's just going to inject it into this election cycle because it's the only chance he has. Because the president fails on trustworthiness. He fails on COVID. He's tied on the economy with Joe Biden at this point. I just don't think there will be a vote. Now, after the election, there's this fabulous little thing called a lame duck, where Mitch McConnell, no matter how the vote goes, and even if we flip the Senate, he's still the majority leader, and they still have their 53-47 majority. Let's talk about that.